Ben Johnson from your Detroit Lions.
Detroit.
Ben Johnson is the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, and he was the hottest head coaching candidate going into the offseason this year. Now, Detroit played into the championship game, so because of that, sorry, Jimmy, because of that, he got, they're not allowed to interview, so he kind of got delayed through the cycle and didn't get a job. But what ended up happening was he didn't receive an offer that's correct, but he met with the Commanders and the Seahawks and the Falcons and the Panthers and the Chargers. He met with a lot of teams, and you know what he said, Jimmy? He said, I want to stay with Detroit. I want to stay with the Lions. I want to stay with my man, Dan Campbell. Yeah. And I want to build this thing up. And I want to win a Super Bowl with the Lions. That's what he said, Jimmy. And so he passed on his opportunity to be a head coach. So I want to ask you something, Jimmy. You're a guy in his situation. I know you're loyal. I know that Ben's loyal to the Lions. I know that he's built a great thing. But you might only get one shot.
Yes.
Do you take that head coach job when it's there? Or do you wait? Did Ben Johnson make the right decision, Jimmy?
I think he's in a very tough position. I think he's in a unique position as well. The organization clearly values him. And like you said, going deeper to the playoffs is not a bad thing, but it ended up, kind of limiting his opportunities to become a head coach. But I would say that the success the Lions had this year, I think you would want to build on that and capitalize and actually win it. And then, who knows what those opportunities will be then. Um, like you said, though, they don't come around all the time. They're far few in between. But I believe if the Lions kind of have the same kind of success that they had this past year, he won't have a problem getting a head coaching position. And especially being loyal and coming back to see it through. I think that sends a message to the rest of the league, and he may have better teams that offer him, that head coaching position. So yeah, it's good that he has the opportunity. Should he have taken it? I don't think this is the right time. I think he has some unfinished business to do. And to quote what he said, he still like the sun shining. So what that means is he don't know what it's like in these other organizations, or he trusts that moving forward with the Lions is going to be good for him versus going somewhere else at this moment.
You have to evaluate what you want in life and in your career. And I probably, if I was in his situation, would have made the same decision he made. But I'm going to play devil's advocate. And I'm going to say that if you want to be a head coach and it's what you've worked your whole career for, then you take it when it's offered to you.
Offered.
Because I am going to tell you that there are a lot of situations where, and I got one at the top of my head, Brian Schottenheimer was the offensive coordinator for the New York Jets, and he was the hottest head coaching candidate. And he said, I have unfinished business with the Jets. And the Jets puked all over themselves. And Brian Schottenheimer couldn't get a job cleaning the bathroom stalls at the stadium the next year. And Brian Schottenheimer is still in the league, and he's like an offensive coordinator or quarterback coach. But guess what Brian Schottenheimer is never going to be? He's never going to be a head coach. And he had his shot, and he turned it down. And I don't know, does he regret that? I personally wouldn't, because I value other things in life, right? I value the situation, loyalty, and friendship. And there's a lot of different things that matter to me. And this money with these guys making is so ridiculous anyways, it doesn't really matter, right? So for me, I get it. But man, if you want to be a head coach, I wouldn't.
You got to take that opportunity.
My reason certainly wouldn't be, well, I'll get it next year. No, you might. Oh, you might
Well,
not.
again, I just think it's just a unique situation of them
I
being
agree.
so close to winning the championship. And I think it's a testament, or really, it's an insight that shows that he believes that they're going to be as good or better this year. I think guys take sometimes they take positions because they're forced into, or they feel like you know they won't have a better opportunity or better chance, or the position that they're with right now is equal or less than the opportunity that they have. So you know, like I said, I applaud his loyalty. um I think he made the right decision. You know, we do make decisions on other things outside of the sport, our family, our, you know, our friends, you know, our interests, the things that we, you know, like and do. So hopefully it works out for him coming back this year and he's able to propel himself into a head coaching position. Who knows?
Mhm.
Maybe Dan Campbell leaves and he takes over for the Lions. Who knows?
Maybe. Maybe.